All right, welcome back. Obviously, the world got turned upside down last night because Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, most likely, at least that'll be official today, and is done for the year. Josh Allen did not tear his Achilles, but he was terrible anyway. 3 interceptions.
He was terrible.
1 fumble. And if I write off the first interception as giving the Jets the ball inside their own 10, that's fine. The other interceptions and the fumble were just typical Josh Allen, and the stuff that Stephon Diggs and Bills Mafia is sick and tired of. And that's what he always does. He's an interception machine. He takes stupid chances. There's even one play in the game last night where he stayed in bounds to get like an extra yard. Got hit by 3 Jets at once. And Sean McDermott's like, hey, dummy, get out of bounds.
See, on the fumble snap, he almost got knocked out by Michael Clemens.
Yes.
Remember that? I thought he was asleep.
Yeah.
So, listen, if I'm Josh Allen, man, for me, this is who he is. I love how the world continues to, like, don him, like, oh, he's some wild stallion cowboy. Not at all. Like, he's obviously regressing. And I honestly don't think he's a top 10 quarterback anymore. Can I say that?
You can say you just
Can I jump out there and say that? I have 10 other quarterbacks I think is better than Josh Allen.
Well, clearly you have to have 10 if he's not in there.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Mathematically.
And I'm going to be honest, man, like, last night, it almost seemed like he was throwing the ball, forcing the ball to make Stephon Diggs happy.
Yes.
And that was atrocious. If you're the Buffalo Bills, you're like, man, it's not about one guy.
Yeah, look, Stephon Diggs had a big night, had the touchdown, of course. By the way, Cook had a good night running the ball.
Yep.
But Josh Allen, that's a huge fumble. That's the one that Quinnen Williams fell on to give the Jets a chance to win the game in regulation. But Josh Allen, like, that's the interception. I know you're going to say, Jacoby, that doesn't bother me that much.
No.
It's 3rd and long.
That bothers me a lot. If
Why?
you play that again, look, he has one person to beat to get the first down.
This is dumb.
So we're talking about a punt. Like, that 3rd down interception is actually like a punt.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Look, he can get one guy to beat, and he can run for first down.
Yeah, you might.
I prefer getting a first down on 3rd down than punting on 3rd down. But it's an arm punt or a leg punt. And he said in his quote, he said, well, I'm not trying to force anything.
He did it all night.
Everything he tried to do was a force.
Yes.
Enough with the Josh Allen.
It's why we always talk about, that window's so small to begin with, that when you have a really good team and great talent around you, that you better go win now. I could make the argument, matter of fact, I will make the argument,
jump out there.
that last night's loss for the Bills is their worst loss since the AFC Championship game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you cannot lose to the New York Jets with Zach Wilson as the quarterback from the 5th snap of the game throughout the entire game. It's inexcusable.
Not even that. Gabe Davis was out there.
Yep.
He
Had one big catch.
One big catch, right?
Yep.
You talk about Kincaid. He was out there. He's Stephon Diggs, he had 10 catches, but at the end of the day, it felt like it was Josh Allen forcing the ball.
Well, stop there, because I think what you brought up just now and a few minutes ago is really interesting from a Buffalo standpoint. You've got this alleged problem between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. I don't get the ball enough. I don't get targeted enough, right? They make him a team captain, trying to ease the ego a little bit, right?
PR.
And it's very clear with you saying that the offense last night was whatever I can do, I got to give Stephon Diggs the ball.
Right, because we know what the headlines is, right? You're going to see a disgruntled Stephon Diggs. You're going to see Josh Allen looking bewildered. By the way, you know where we saw that? Last season in the playoffs. On the sideline, when they looked like they were totally in disaccord. So I'm frustrated. If you're a Bills fan like you are, I'm frustrated at the fact that Josh Allen seems like he's not the quarterback who he says he is and what the Bills need him to be.
He stopped making red zone turnovers. Now he just does it in his own red zone. So he did not a single turnover in the red zone. Not a single turnover in the red zone. Yeah, he's just giving the ball over all over the place now.
Him forcing it to Diggs felt like, man, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about the loss. I just want to make Stephon happy.
I'm telling you, that's what it's now. Stephon Diggs is a great wide receiver. And on that last drive where they went down the field and tied the game, it was all Stephon Diggs. So I totally get it. Stephon Diggs is open a lot more than he's covered like a blanket. So there's a give and take there. But he was forcing the ball. It's all about Stephon Diggs. Now, interesting question for you guys. I'm just thinking about it right now, so I know you didn't prepare for it.
How do you know that?
I'm pretty sure about
it. Don't prepare for anything. Please. I woke up like 20 minutes ago, all right? Yeah.
I didn't sleep last night. All right.
None of us did. All of New York was up.
Here's the question for you, all right?
All ears.
Which team had a worse night last night?
Bills.
The Bills or the Jets?
Bills. Easily. Bills.
Yeah, I agree.
Easily the Bills. They were up 10. And Zach Wilson was playing like he got pulled from the crowd.
No way.
And then To lose that game?
No.
You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
The Jets lost their franchise quarterback for the year.
Thank you.
The Bills lost the
We
game.
lost our Jesus Christ on a Monday night. Listen, we sat here and talked about the Giants losing, getting a 40 burger put on his head.
Right.
Losing Aaron Rodgers is probably more embarrassing than that.
Not embarrassing, worse though.
Worse and embarrassing because, Carton, you sat up here all summer, told the world how the New York Jets were going to be this greatest show in New Jersey. Come see Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Yeah. Time after time. Poor Greg Jennings, who's not here, almost threw up for you talking about the Jets. We don't have a quarterback. Yeah. We haven't had a quarterback. And the one time we did get one, he was doing 4 plays. We haven't been to the playoffs in 13 years. There's no way you can finish that game looking at Zach Wilson and think we're going to the playoffs.
Oh, we're going to the playoffs.
I can think that.
You think that?
They've got so many other stars.
Can we pull up our schedule?
They've got so many
Can we pull
other
up our
stars.
schedule?
Please don't pull up the schedule.
Can you pull up the schedule?
I can't look at that schedule right now. I'm having a good day. The Jets, don't put up that schedule.
Put up the schedule.
Put the schedule.
Put up the schedule.
Don't put up a schedule.
Carton, you and your beautiful.
The control room does not know what to do right now.
You and your beautiful brain of yours.
The control room does not know what to do right now.
Know the dogfights that are ahead of the New York Jets.
Okay, we're going to find something out from the guys at work.
Where does your loyalty lie? There's
right
2 of
now.
us. Willie's gigantic.
Listen, how about I just tell you? Look, they're going to have their hands full, of course, with the Dallas Cowboys. They got the Chiefs in week 4.
Philly.
I hope Zach Wilson makes it through that game.
Which is why last night's win is so important because here we go. Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Post-show meeting. Dallas, of course, on Sunday. Then you come back home back-to-back against New England Patriots and then the Kansas City Chiefs. There's no reason to go beyond that right now. Because this is the kind of situation where with Zach Wilson as my quarterback, I can't look ahead. I can't look forward now. Ooh, I can't wait to play the Giants in week 8. What do? I pray.
You try to survive. You try to survive the Cowboys.
I bend a knee and I pray and I say to my Lord and Savior, why do you giveth and then taketh away? They say God only gives you what you can handle.
Right.
I don't think you can handle it.
I can't take
I'm
that.
gonna be honest.
I'm a wreck.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
Watching Aaron Rodgers go, I've talked to multiple people about this. Like, I played in a lot of big games, been a part of a lot of big situations.
You won a Super Bowl.
Won a Super Bowl. Even winning the Super Bowl, I wasn't as nervous as I was last night for the New York Jets.
Yeah, the butterflies going.
I was anxious. I was at dinner with the great Bart Scott. We were talking about it. I was like, bro, I felt uneasy.
I know who didn't pick up the tab of that meal. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.